Well, last week, the Saints travelled to Dallas to tackle the self-appointed America's team. The Dallas Cowboys were at home and fully expected to do what they do best: disappoint their fans. For their opening home game of the season, they really did set the bar incredibly low. The Saints walked in, took over the game, and with an amazing team performance, told the Cowboys to move forward in a rapid motion whilst reproducing with themselves. I think you kind of understand what I'm saying there. But that was last week. This week, the Saints are set to face an opponent that may actually put up a fight: the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles' opponents last week were the Atlanta Falcons, and between them they left little doubt in the rumours that birds are not real. In fact, our opponents today, their biggest claim to fame is one of their ex-players has a brother who plays for another team whose girlfriend is a really good singer. Way to go, Eagles. Now, their fans are famous. They're famous in when they celebrate. For example, when they won the Super Bowl, they actually smashed up and destroyed and rioted their own town. That's how these guys celebrate. Now, the team and the fans have been working really hard to change the idea of their fans, to give them a brighter side, to make them look better. So one of the things that they do, when they travel, you're not allowed to be an Eagles away fan until you've passed certain tests. And they have lessons and schooling after hours that means that they can train these guys to go away and not set the bad impression that they already have. One of the things that they'll do is before they actually are allowed to leave, they have to be able to prove that they can spell and know the team that they support. You can hear them working at it. Good job, Eagles. Good job. I'm glad you're setting that example. And let's not have any more snowballs thrown at Santa, please. But regardless of all that, if you're interested in watching a couple of teams go head to head that have actually won during the current millennia, unlike last week's team, the Cowboys, join me on the trip as we go inside the Superdome. Oh, and for you Cowboys fans that may be watching, I did manage to hunt down some game film of the last time that you guys actually had a relevant team. Now, I had planned to put together a highlights reel and insert it here, but unfortunately, I don't actually have a VCR player, which I'm reliably informed is the way that they used to capture the details in the old days when you guys had a team that people could actually watch and it was entertaining. Personally, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't on a tapestry on a wall somewhere. But anyway, I digress. Let's get to the Superdome.
So we're back home, and if you hadn't realised, the Eagles beat us. It was 15-12 in the Superdome. Wasn't the offensive powerhouse that we're used to. What went wrong? Well, basically, first quarter, first drive, we lost our centre. Eric McCoy went down. He's got a groin injury, and I think they're talking about an operation. So, first quarter, it's not like we're hanging on to the game and we've got like 10 minutes left to play. This is the very, very start of the game. Now, our whole offense, as it looks like through weeks 1 and 2, very, very run orientated. So the O line is absolutely vital. Well, it's vital in every play, but it's absolutely vital. Now, because we lost our centre, we had to move some players around, and they're all playing out of position. And we've got guys in there that are inexperienced, and it just turned into a bit of a mess. You could see that a lot of the time there was massive confusion. There was one stage where Carr took the ball, turned one way, and Kamara was the other way, and they ended up standing next to each other. And it was like, like when you play that pass the bomb game and you just keep passing it to someone next to you. It looked like that. And it was actually one of our most productive runs on the day because I just don't think the defense had any clue, like the offense, what was actually supposed to be happening. But to give you some kind of an example, what it looked like, we've got this play here. And it just gives you an idea. Look at the lineman on here. Okay, watch this because it's going to replay itself. So you're looking at 24 and 51. All right, you see what happens? One of them's pulling the wrong way. Okay, one of the guards is going the wrong way. I don't know. You can probably work out which one it is. But this is what happens when people play out of position. They're not used to where they've got to be. Their assignments are completely different to what they're expecting it to be. They've spent the whole week getting ready for the game plan. And within the first game, within the first down, the whole thing's changed. And so you can see there's massive confusion. And this was just typical of what was happening. Clint Kubiak, we know, is an amazing coordinator, pulling some great plays. But there were stages on Sunday where it looked like he'd been replaced with Benny Hill because the way that they were running the plays just did not look good. The other thing I wanted to say was, what's the plan for when Kamara goes down? Because like the way they're running him like he's got no tomorrow. We've got a long season ahead of us. And he's the only offensive player we had out there on Sunday. I mean, yeah, we've got Olave and we've got Raheed Shaheed, but neither of those two got in the game at all. And it was all Kamara, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, Kamara. The poor guy is being run into the ground. And don't get me wrong, he's a brilliant running back, but he's going to get hurt. I mean, I think it really hurt us at the start of the game that we didn't have Taysom in there because Taysom's our short down yardage guy. If we've got 2 yards to go, 3 yards to go, and Taysom's in the game, it confuses the defense, and he can take the ball and he'll get you that 2 yards. It's a bit like Pierre Thomas used to be. You need 2, I'll give you 3. And that's the way Taysom operates. He don't go down until he's got the yards that you need. Without him there, it's all Kamara. And I do worry if he'd have gone down in the first quarter, second quarter, what was the plan? What were we going to do? Because it seemed to be give the ball to Kamara and hope he does something. That was the whole plan of the Saints thing. And I know, like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan to get punched in the mouth, and losing the centre was the big punch in the mouth. So the plan went out of the system. But there's got to be a backup plan for things like that when they happen. Because I'm really worried that Kamara is going to go down. Talking about Taysom, I said before the game, Taysom's such a crucial piece to the offense. And I thought I said, like, I went on the podcast, shout out to Saints in the City podcast, went on there, and I was saying there that Taysom's such a crucial part of this offense. And I think he's more hurt than they're letting on. Like, oh, he's got a chest injury. He's down. He's limited in practice. And I said last week, I said it's more than that. I got a feeling he's got a broken rib and maybe a punctured lung or something. Because he went to hospital after the Cowboys game. If it takes him to go to hospital in Dallas, not waiting until they got home, that tells me it's a bit more serious than the Saints are wanting people to know. And I get it. They're playing the game. You know, they're going to make it look like he's going to play so that the defenses get ready for him. But I think Taysom's more injured than they're letting on. So we got to come up with something better, a better running plan. Now, hopefully, they'll have had a week of practice now. The O line will be a bit more steady. The centre will know who the centre is. The guards, the tackles, everybody will know what their roles are. And Touchwood will be able to get through the game without losing anybody and having to have everybody swap positions. That's what really, really messed us up on Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Next weekend, we're away. We're going to the Falcons. And then we've got the Chiefs away, I believe. And then let me have a quick look here, if I can zoom in. So we've got Chiefs away. And then we've got Kansas. And then we're bringing the Bucks home. Bucks lost and the Falcons lost this week. It was great news for us. And the Panthers pulled out a win. So they could, like, it's not over for the Panthers. They could be coming back. So anyway, till next time, we'll see you inside the Superdome. Oh, don't forget to subscribe.